Hi everyone, John Heisel here. Welcome to Online Instructor Certification, July 2013. I'm just going to take a few minutes here to give you an overview of the class. As you can see, you come into our Online Instructor Certification course and you are immediately launched into the news page. So this will change each week. Right now, you'll see Welcome to Week 1. And I encourage you to read these each week. They will change and keep you updated with the class. So basically these are links that go, this links to the overview material. We have links to discussion grading guidelines, overview quiz, etc., etc. Many of you have already noticed that you must score 80% or better on the overview quiz to see the content of the course. So you must participate in the two discussions for this week. This week we have introductions, which are fun. We post videos. We talk about each other, our interests, etc. We also have week 1 discussion this week, which is on the Chickering and Gamsong 7 Principles of Good Practice, among other things. So these are some of the basics you will see for each week. Also on here you will see where we list you're completing your attempt on the online management Webquest. And later this week, Thursday, I'm actually going to host an hour-long webinar, which is really a question and answer session. I'll do a short talk about 7 principles and also just want to talk about webinars, which is kind of what I'm doing now. I'm doing more of a screencast, but a webinar is doing this and you guys would all be on the same call as we're recording our screens. So anyway, that's the link to that. Again, that is optional for Thursday. So I know many of you have classes then or are already busy, but it's 6 to 7 p.m. Hopefully help out those that work full-time jobs during the week. What else? That's the link for it. And there's also let us know if you're having any trouble logging in. Webex, you'll basically click this link. You'll get a button that comes up to run Java. Just make sure you click the run button and you should be able to enter into the meeting. If a password's required, enter teach online. Anyway, review the news course. Here's my contact information here at the bottom. I am again facilitating week 1 and we will be switching each week with a different instructional designer. We're also instructors as well. So here to help you out. That's my phone number at work. I basically work banker's hours, so give me a call if you have questions as well. Here is a note on the online course management Webquest. You'll have 4 opportunities to take this throughout the semester, but definitely read through this and you will get the link in your content area. Also, there is an intro in here from Tammy Verkaderen, our Dean of Online Learning. So please read through that. Lots of great resources, and this is just our news page. So I'm just going to jump over here to the content page. And I am in the student view, by the way, so this should be the same as what you guys are seeing. So anyway, this takes you right to the table of contents. And these are some helpful links. Click on the syllabus, read through that. How do I become online instructor certified? There's a whole document on that. Discussion guidelines, discussion rubrics. Please note these are just for week 1 through 3. Week 4 is actually led by Kay Novak. She has a bit different discussion rubric, but we'll get to that when we get there. Great. So going through, that is the overview, and then I have not taken my quiz, so I can't actually show you the content. So I won't be able to do that. I wonder if I can actually show you the discussions. It's not showing as well either. So this is what your course looks like before you take the quiz. Once you take the quiz and you make 80% or better, you will be able to see the content. And just click through there. I know many of you have probably already taken classes or taught face-to-face classes using D2L. This is pretty much how it works. This is your toolbar across the top here. We also have a Dropbox, which is where you can submit assignments. One thing I just created are frequently asked questions, which is a bit of a work in progress, but as I get excellent questions from you guys, I'll be posting them in there. And that's just a resource for us. The quizzes link right here is where you would actually go and take the overview quiz. So you will come in here, it's unlimited time, but it's estimated at 2 hours. You click this Start Quiz button and it loads up. So you can go through, take your quiz. Just a reminder to, after you enter all your answers, click Save All Responses and go to Submit Quiz. And you know what? I'm going to get a 0 on this because I did not answer anything, but that's okay because I will come back and take it again later when I have 2 hours to devote to this. So a couple other resources for you guys. There's a calendar tool on here, which some events will be posted in there. We have course resources. So these are D2L student tutorials, and these are really helpful if you are having trouble submitting to the Dropbox, posting to a discussion, etc. That you click on this link and it takes you to the Front Range page for that. We have library resources, many other resources, the help desk. Let me just point this one out because this is a 24/7 help desk dedicated just for you guys because you're actually students in this course. And this is also helpful to pass on to your students as well as you hopefully teach in the future online. We have 24/7 phone support. You can call this number right here. There's live chat support. And basically anytime you need help. These are more for basic questions. If you're actually teaching a course and you need to do something like rebuild your gradebook or change the configurations, they're limited on the questions they can answer. But for logging into the class or just finding something on D2L, this is a great resource. That's the help desk. So anyway, also just one more thing I'll point out under resources, the system check. It's good to run this. So this basically tells you if your computer's working properly. So go through, and right now I've got one recommendation I could see. So my screen resolution is too low. And I did that for this screencast. But anyway, the most part, Java's working good. And also a side note, if you notice, I'm using Firefox. So Firefox and Chrome are the two recommended website browsers that we recommend for using Desire to Learn. You can use other ones, but we can't guarantee their functionality. A lot of functionality with Internet Explorer just doesn't work. So anyway, what else to cover? That's our system check, and we can go back. And I wanted to show you guys, there's the class list. So anybody that you want to email in the class, you can just click on their name. If I wanted to send myself an email, I'm actually right there. So I could click on that, and I could come up to this email button, and I'd get a nice D2L email window. And it puts it in there. I can say hello and send an email. So that's nice. You can email the class, keep the communication going. Yes, this is also where you'll find your gradebook if you're new to D2L. So as we grade the assignments, the quizzes, the discussions, etc., we will post grades in there, and you'll also be able to keep up with how you're doing in the class. So it is 4 weeks. It's intensive. This is not a self-paced class, so keep up with the work, please. I encourage you. We require posting at least 3 times per week and going through the class. If you have questions, please email or call me. I'm basically like the certification guy, so I'm facilitating this course from an administrative perspective, but weeks 2, weeks 3, weeks 4, you'll have different instructors as well. I'll just be in the background. So with that said, I'm really excited to be reading you guys' posts and working together this next 4 weeks, and we will see you online.